Good day everyone, I'm OlaMaye and welcome to my channel. Today we have a Coach unboxing. I could not wait for this box to arrive and it finally did. Y'all, I have another box coming with the same colors, different silhouettes, but I could not wait. So you will be getting two different videos with different silhouettes. And hopefully I can get this box open without cutting myself, so we can see what's inside. If this is your first time watching, as you continue to watch, if you would like to see more of my content, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you are made aware each time I upload a video. So y'all, when I saw this color pop up, I could not believe it. And when I saw the sale on this other color, I was glad. I always love a good sale. So y'all, what I am going to do, since these colors can appear a little funny with my background, I am going to go ahead and switch out my background to white and then unwrap everything together. So I shall be right back. Alright y'all, so I got my background switched out and let's go ahead and start unwrapping. So the first item is a Georgia Satchel. I don't know why I tried to make that be green, but Georgia Satchel in the color Shamrock with silver hardware, and that is the style code or style number for the Georgia Satchel. So Coach quietly added some shamrock colors or shamrock colored silhouettes to their website. I could not have been more excited, y'all. This is my favorite color bag, and I was wanting to see how they did this shade, and let's see. So right away, I would say it's pretty darn close to the website. It looks a little bit lighter in person than it did on the website, but it's still a good green. Shamrock is a good description for it. Online it does look darker. That looks like some glue or something. I'm gonna have to rub and keep rubbing off of there. And this is the information from the tag in case the bag did not do it for you. And y'all, they also, not only did they just release it online, they just released it online because I could not find this bag. When I called a couple stores, I wasn't too excited about trying to go from store to store or anything to try to find it. So once I called a couple of stores, they did not have it in store. I believe they only had the Laurel in store. I went ahead and ordered it. And I had no problem doing that and just having to wait additional days. Because as you know, sometimes when you get bags from the outlet, most of the time they have already fully unwrapped it to put it out on the floor. So I would say it is worth the wait. And the Georgia is cool. I'm good with the Georgia. I'm kind of surprised they did not release this in a large Rowan, or at least a regular Rowan. I think that would have absolutely flown off of the shelves and from the website. But I'm good with the Georgia Satchel. It's still giving me two top handles. No feet, but it does have an outside zipper like the large Rowan and regular Rowan. And of course it has the crossbody or shoulder strap as well. So y'all, I kind of figured, and I've seen some comments and kind of thought about it as well. Also responded to a couple of comments that I believe that this was released, and they call it Shamrock, so it's kind of confusing. Like, you would think they would have released this in March. So maybe that was their intent and there were some delays or something like that. But, you know, it is May. Even though Taurus season is over, I am a Taurus. It's still the month of May. I just kind of figured that maybe this is an ode to the May gemstone, which is emerald green. And Shamrock is close enough. I am going to compare this to emerald, which I have in a corner zip wristlet. I don't know if the emerald was released in any other silhouette, but I barely caught the corner zip wristlet while I was in store in an actual Coach outlet one day, and they had some corner zips on clearance. So inside of the Georgia, if you don't already know, it just has the slip pocket with the Coach leather patch. No zipper pocket or anything like that. Slip pocket only. So I do want to compare this to the emerald green. I can kind of see the difference now. The emerald is darker. And this is a look at the strap with the silver hardware. So let's see if there's a huge difference. And I have the corner zip as well, so I'm going to unwrap that. But let me look, and okay, immediate difference. This is how the Shamrock looks to me on the website. But as you can see, compared to the Shamrock, and this is emerald. And let me show you this color name and code and everything. Emerald with silver hardware as a corner zip. I unboxed this or unwrapped this in a previous video. It was one of one in an outlet store that they had amongst other corner zips on clearance. But you can clearly see the difference. This probably looks almost teal on video, but this is a deeper green. This is closer to emerald, and this does look more Shamrock. So I do see why they have different names for them, but to me on the website, this looks more like the picture of the Georgia Satchel and the Shamrock on the website. So I hope the white background is helping with the color, because a lot of times greens can come across as blue on video with my yellow background that I usually have in my videos. So I wanted to put a white background this time to see if that helped with these colors to pick up the true color of each one. So this is the corner zip, and this is information from the bag. Pebbled leather corner zip, that's the style code for it, and Shamrock is the color. And this was, I believe, the only full Shamrock accessory that they had. They did have a wallet. I'm not sure if it's called a flap wallet or not, but it was in like the khaki signature C, and then the flap that came over was in the Shamrock green color. Inside the corner zip, of course, you just have the 2 card slots, and that's it. So outside of this silhouette, there is the Laurel and a city, no, not a city tote. There's a Laurel and a gallery tote in this color for the Shamrock. I don't believe I'm missing any other silhouette. So it was kind of limited. There weren't a whole lot of pieces in this color. So I'm glad that they released it during the month of May. Green. So that way you all can see again the differences in the Shamrock versus the emerald green on the right, Shamrock on the left. Big difference. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and unwrap the other item. And let me give you a good 360 of the Georgia first. The zipper's good. And that zipper pocket does go all the way to the bottom. Let me see if the corner zip fits in here. I don't think it does, but yeah, that's pushing it to try to get the corner zip to fully fit in there. Especially when you have items in it. But it's cute, y'all. I like the silver hardware on it. I did see some comments that said that they prefer it for it to be gold, I believe. Silver is probably my favorite color metal, but silver and green, I think that's pretty. Gold would have been pretty as well. I'm just not mad at the silver. So let's go ahead and move on to the next item. And if I did not say already, welcome to all of my viewers and subscribers, those who are returning, as well as the new viewers and subscribers. And again, if you're viewing and you think you're subscribed, find out that you're not, don't hesitate to subscribe. And just be sure to keep your notifications on, so that way, as soon as I upload videos, you will be the first to know and see it. And this is another Georgia satchel in the color Lilac. And this was shared on my community post, as well as the Shamrock one as well, was to show that they were and still are on clearance. The Lilac is on clearance in every silhouette. I did not see any accessories for the Lilac, only bags. So I don't remember. I believe there was a corner zip. If I recall, there was a corner zip when this was first released. But there's not a corner zip online now in this color. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I may call to see if I can find or get a corner zip that matches this. If not, I probably won't be mad. I do have my butterfly corner zip with the silver hardware that matches this. So these two corner zips that I have can actually pair with this. The butterfly does have the silver Coach stamp on it, so that one can go. This one has a gold zipper on it, which you can barely see the hardware on that, but both of these can be paired with this Lilac. So if you have the sketch corner zip or the butterfly corner zip in your collection and you just so happen to get the Lilac, this will match. I did also share on my community post, y'all, that the next drop possibly with Coach is going to be a purple or lilac signature canvas. And I believe they're going to release accessories that are going to match the leather silhouettes as well. Where are my scissors? So that could be why there are limited or no remaining lilac accessories, because of the upcoming Lilac signature collection that will drop. So you can see pictures of it online. I did share the picture of the Nolita charm on my community post. If you look up the charms on the Coach Outlet website, you can see it once you tap on the color only. But if you tap on the full picture, it's going to go away. It won't let you see an even larger picture, and it'll say sold out. So I think that's Coach's way of giving us a sneak peek of what's to come for their next drop. And they kind of did the same thing with the denim collection, putting it on the website a little sooner than the release date. And I think that helped build up the anticipation for it. So hopefully with this drop, there will be a lot of options for silhouettes and accessories, because with the pink powder drop, they were pretty limited on accessories offered in that particular color. And this is just a look at the strap, the shoulder crossbody strap. So we'll see, y'all. It should drop within a couple weeks or so. Early June is the rumored release date. So we'll see if it's going to be released sooner than that or later than that. But it's supposedly coming out in June. So I think that's perfect timing for them to put the lilac leather pieces on sale. That way you'll have, if you do just only want accessories, you can get the signature canvas accessories and they will also pair with this. Or if you get a bigger silhouette, an actual bag in that signature canvas, either way it goes, you can still interchange your accessories between the signature canvas collection and the lilac leather collection. So we shall see, y'all. I didn't see any preview or talk about the Shamrock coming out, so that one really surprised me to see that. So inside of this bag, it's like a darker, see y'all, they're just dropping clues. Because inside of here is like the same color combination of the signature canvas collection that's coming out. It's a darker purple and a lighter purple. So this interior is probably more closer to, I would probably say almost an amethyst color. So I hope it's coming up that way on camera. It may look gray, but it's closer to an amethyst color for the interior. It is darker than the exterior. So yeah, y'all, I think they're giving us hints. And this lilac collection has been out for, I believe a couple months. I know it's been out a few weeks. When I saw it in store, to me it did look pretty light compared to the website pictures. But of course that caught my eye, y'all, when they put it on sale. But I kind of remember there being a corner zip in this color. So it's possible that there are still some remaining in certain stores. They're just not on the website. But I think I'm okay with just my corner zips that I have with the lilac colors in them. Let me know, y'all, if this looks gray on camera or if it's coming up true to color. Let me turn off the additional lighting. See if that helps at all. Does it still look kind of like a dusty gray, or does it look stone? Bringing it closer does not seem to help. I think the white background is helping. Let me know, y'all. Let me see if I change it back to my yellow background, if that helps. So I'm going to put everything together with the white background and then put everything back to the yellow. And this is another wristlet that can also go with this. It does have silver hardware as well. And this, I did purchase this from the Coach Outlet website. I recall seeing it in store prior to that, but I did not get it. But so I think this is a cute set. It is kind of reminding me of Easter. I want to say the lilac maybe came out around Easter time, possibly. If y'all know when the lilac was released, let me know. But I think this was released around the same time. But I think that's a cute set, y'all. So let me change it back to the yellow background and see if that makes any difference at all. Okay, y'all. In this case, I think the yellow background is picking up the lilac better to give it more of a lavender lilac look. Or was it just looking that way because the green was in the picture? Because it seemed like it quickly changed when I moved the bag away. So this is a look at both of them together. with the yellow background. Let me know in the comments, y'all, which one you prefer with these two colors. I know it can vary depending on the color. The yellow background or the white background. I think the green is popping a little bit more with it being next to the lilac. Let's switch sides. Let me know if y'all see a difference or not. But this is part 1, y'all. When my other box gets here, that will be part 2. And then that way I can share more silhouettes with you all in the same colors, different silhouettes. And that way this may help you all if you are thinking about grabbing either one of these as they're on clearance, as well as the corner zip. But this gives you a better visual because the online pictures, I don't believe it does the Shamrock any justice. It makes you think that it is darker than it actually is. So let me know if this helps you all, and again, which background you prefer, which one makes the colors look better. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. I appreciate you all very, very much. And thank you so much for watching. So as always, you all have a very, very wonderful day.